you guys approach every game the same, I know, but is there a little more juice for this one in the locker room, just crosstown rival, et cetera?
Not really. I mean, we try to take it step by step, game by game, and Richmond is just the next team in front of us. It's our third straight first place game. So that's probably where the extra added motivation is. Then on top of that, I mean, of course, we're playing Richmond, but at the same time, we're just trying to stay level-headed and just go out there and compete and play a good game because they're also they're a very good team this year. And since conference play started, they've taken their play to another level. So we're just going to try to match their intensity.
Speaking of another level, the last two games for you guys have probably been two of your best this season. You know, how do you bottle that kind of, just kind of carry that over?
Like Coach says, just do the simple things, do the little things, follow the details, and it'll carry over to the game. Every day in practice, we preach about getting on the offensive glass and getting the ball in the paint. And I think the last two games, we've scored 35+ in the paint, and we've gotten plenty of offensive rebounds. So if we just stick to our formula and just play how Coach wants us to play, I think we should be fine.
Coach just talked about this week. We found out about the 5-game standards, and does that play into those details that you talk about of just
the what?
The 5-game standards?
Our game goals.
Getting 3 or more, and you usually don't win the game. Does that play into that, having more consistency and understanding what you need to do each game?
We've had those game goals from the first game of the season. We've had them every game, but the last 2 games are the first times we've gotten all 5 back-to-back. So going in, it's going to be a challenge getting all 5. Every game's a challenge trying to get all 5. So we're just going to try to contain Richmond to the best of our abilities and see if we could get our 5 game goals again.
Johnny, with a team that traditionally has strong backcourt players, what have you guys been able to do the last couple of games that has worked well against them that maybe you don't have? I mean, I know you guys try and play the same game and play your game every time out, but what do you need to do against Richmond, a team that knows you probably better than anybody else, but you guys have found something that kind of neutralizes their strength in the backcourt?
We just try to, after watching film, we just try to see things that they don't like to do, and that's kind of what we try to push them towards doing. Like, we see tendencies, we just try to take it away and make them do something else. So I think we do a good job about that. We also do a good job reminding each other on scouting reports, if somebody gets beats on, like, a person's favorite move, we'll be like, remember, don't let him do that. When he does this, make him go somewhere else. So it's just communication. You got it's not just the guards, you got the bigs because they see stuff when they play behind us. So
what's the key to defending a team that passes well 1 through 5?
Staying disciplined.
Yeah, staying disciplined, not gambling, pushing their catches out so they're farther away from the rim. So if a lot of teams that are good with interior passes or good kick out passes, you just want to push their catches out. So their interior pass is longer for them to make, so you can run through them, or just it's easier to be solid too. So.
Or just having great ball pressure in general.
Yeah.
I have y'all been able to cut down turnovers in recent games?
Smarter decisions, not try to make the home run play, which sometimes we would try to do too often. That's when we had the 19 or 22 turnover, and also just following scouting reports.
Johnny, what do you anticipate the atmosphere being like here tomorrow night?
Probably even better than what it was last game. And last game was really crazy. We're both we're 1 and 2 in conference standings right now. They on the road, we're on the road, so it's gonna be epic. And also, it's always a rivalry, so it'll be really good.
Mo, TJ Klein, you guys have had some great battles over the years there. He's having a great season. How do you plan on attacking him tomorrow night?
I mean, right now he's playing like player of the year, but just try to limit his touches as much as possible. I mean, over the years, I wasn't really guarding Terry Allen more. So, I mean, this probably be my first game really matched up with him head-to-head the majority of the game. So, just try to limit his catches as much as possible because if the ball gets to him early, he could pick your defense apart because he's a great decision maker and he can also score the ball. So just limit his touches as much as possible and don't let him get anything free.
Johnny, you're from Richmond, and rivalry mean for the city as a whole and for the people that live here?
It's just bragging rights. You always want to be able to beat your crosstown rival. If you look at like other schools in other cities, it's always a bigger game between the two of them. So it's just you always want to beat your rival. No matter what you're doing, you always want to beat your rival. You want to have bragging rights for that.
Before you came to VCU, were you aware of the rivalry? Were you in tune with the rivalry? Do you have-
Yeah, everybody who's like from the city and at least has a little bit of clue about basketball knows about the rivalry. So yeah.
What would you say is your favorite memory from what you know of the rivalry being here?
I don't know. I just try to catch like everyone that I can, but the most fun ones was back when Justin Harper was at Richmond. I used to always try to watch those.
Oh, y'all have rebounded at a much higher rate in the last 6 games or so.
Mm.
What's different about
Just trying to be more relentless, going to the glass and not accepting blockouts. Coach been preaching to us in the non-conference. We weren't getting. I don't think we got 40% of our offensive rebounds once, but since we entered conference play, that's just been a even bigger focus. And coach has been on me, Hamdi, Justin, but also the guards are getting in the mix as well and getting some offensive rebounds, which has also helped. So we just try to be relentless as much as possible because we know we could. We thrive off second chance opportunities, and we make a good percentage of those shots.
When your guards are rebounding, how cognizant do you have to be of keeping floor balance if someone's back?
We typically send 3 through 5. So when I say the guards, probably like Samir when he's at the 3, or Jordan, or sometimes who else plays? Like Malik. Malik gets a couple, and Doug. Doug's good at crashing the glass. So we normally send our 1 and 2 back and send 3 to the glass most of the time.
Have you guys talked to Hyundai or any of your friends outside the basketball program about this presidential executive order that's sort of roiling the country right now?
I haven't really talked to anybody. I mean, you see it. You pretty much see it all over the internet, social media, and stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't really talked to anybody about it.
You're not in-
I mean, yeah, we didn't talk about it all the time. Sometimes it'd be like in a joking manner, sometimes it'd be a serious manner, but you didn't talk about it with other people.
What's the conversation? What are those conversations?
It's just like, what do you think about like certain stuff he's talking about? I mean, you don't try to like get too deep into it because for some people it may be more touchy subject than others. You know, other people have different opinions, and
Do you have friends you're worried about?
I mean, I got a couple of friends from a couple of the places they talking about banning and stuff like that. So yeah, you got people that you worry about, but I don't know. I just think it's crazy, but I'm not gonna get into it like that.